Thank you and good afternoon, Chairwoman Ernst and Ranking Member Markey and members of the committee. I am Dr. Gary Brown, born and raised West Virginian, who proudly attended both Marshall University and West Virginia University, and then obtained my Doctor of Veterinary Medicine from the University of Georgia. After graduating from veterinary school, I practiced as a mixed animal veterinarian in southern West Virginia. Then I started my own mixed animal practice in West Virginia, eventually selling the practice in 2022. I recently transitioned to primarily small animal with emphasis on surgery, while also starting an additional small business in pet cremation services. During this time, I was heavily involved in organized veterinary medicine through the American Veterinary Medical Association, American Society of Association Executives, West Virginia Veterinary Medical Association, and many other associations and organizations. At the AVMA, I served as a delegate, AVMA Vice President, the board vice chair and chair, and as Vice President, I was honored with the opportunity to visit every single veterinary school in the United States and many other international schools. While with this extensive experience across the veterinary profession, I can attest the veterinary practices are central pillars of the communities across the United States. As a proud West Virginian, I feel that this is especially true in smaller towns and rural communities where the local veterinary clinic is often both an essential health care provider and a cornerstone of small business, and often the front porch of that community. Veterinary medicine is a relatively small profession, but we have a disproportionately large and positive effect and impact on society. Across the United States, there are approximately 34,000 veterinary practices, and at their core, veterinary practices are community-based businesses that provide stable employment. Each veterinary practice typically have 4 additional employees, including highly skilled veterinary technicians providing clinical support and veterinary assistants, along with administrative and client service team members. Veterinary practices also generate significant economic activity for their communities. The average companion animal practice generates more than $1.5 million in annual revenue. Each full-time veterinarian generates a median gross revenue of $600,000, supporting local economies and employee wages, business purchases, and reinvestment in the practice. Beyond employment, veterinary clinics are also capital-intensive healthcare facilities. Modern veterinary medicine requires sophisticated diagnostic equipment, surgical facilities, medical laboratory capabilities, and advanced medical technologies. These investments support a broad network of industries, from medical equipment manufacturers and diagnostic laboratories to pharmaceutical companies, pet food manufacturers, and distribution networks. In rural communities, the veterinary clinic is a Main Street business that helps anchor a network of local commerce. Policies that support small business, such as tax provisions that encourage investment, access to capital, and small business lending, help veterinary practices expand services, acquire and adopt new medical technologies, and continue providing high-quality care while sustaining local economic activity. For example, the reconciliation package passed last year included pass-through business deductions and an expansion of the ability for small businesses to expense business assets, which helps support many veterinary practices across the country. Like many small business owners, we are grateful that Congress reauthorized many of these important tax provisions. If the opportunity presents itself, I urge Congress to pass the Rural Veterinary Workforce Act, which would free up additional federal funds and allow more veterinarians to serve in these rural and underserved communities. Also passing the Association Health Plans Act would expand health care choices for small businesses and self-employed individuals through association health plans. When it comes to growing the small business economy, veterinary care is essential infrastructure for communities, particularly in rural America. Veterinary practices continue not only to animal health and public health, but also to the long-term economic vitality of the communities across the United States. On behalf of the veterinary practitioners across the country, I thank you for this opportunity to provide testimony on this important matter. We appreciate the attention the committee is giving to this issue and the commitment to the healthy U.S. economy. Thank you again, and I'm happy to answer any questions.